Hey guys, this is Rachel from Cypress Textiles, and today we're going to be making the Cowslip motif from the 2024 VVCAL. I'm going to go ahead and get started with a slip knot and a chain 3. And then slip stitch in the 3rd chain from the hook to make my ring. And into the center ring, I'm going to make a beginning 2DC cluster. So I'm going to go straight in with a single crochet, no chaining up, and a chain 1, and then a full double crochet. And the full double crochet as well as the beginning double crochet, which is the single and the chain, are going to make the first 2DC cluster of the round. So this is the beginning 2DC cluster, and then I'm going to chain 2 and make a regular 2DC cluster. So just yarn over, insert my hook, and pull up a loop, draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook, and just repeat that again. And now I have 3 loops, and I'm going to draw the yarn through all 3 loops to close my 2DC cluster. And this is the center that we've been making on the plain motifs and many of the regular motifs in the 2024 VVCAL. So you're just going to make chain 2, 2DC cluster, until you have 6 2DC clusters, including the beginning one, and 6 chain spaces. Okay, so far I have 4, but I'm going to keep going until I'm finished. All right, so my first round is done, and I did go ahead and join with a slip stitch in the beginning 2DC cluster. And now I'm just going to go ahead and start with round 2. I'm going to go into my first chain space with a beginning DC. So I'm going to do single crochet with no chaining up and then chain 1. And that's my first DC of the round. And then I'm going to do 4 more double crochet in the same chain space, so that I have 5 double crochet all together, including the beginning one. All right, and then I'm just going to chain 1. So this round is super simple with just 5 double crochet, chain 1 in every chain space around. So I'll show you how that looks when it's done. All right, so there's my DC round plus 6 chain spaces. So I've got 5 double crochet in every chain space and then a chain 1 in between those groups. And I've joined with the slip stitch in my beginning DC there. And now I'm going to do a beginning DC 5 together over these first 5 stitches. So I'm just going to go straight into the same stitch as my slip stitch join with a single crochet, no chaining up, and then a chain 1. And then I'm going to do essentially a DC 4 together over these next 4 double crochet. So that's just yarning over, it's just like a cluster. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, and draw the yarn through 2 loops on the hook. And you're just going to do that in all of these 4 stitches across. And now I have 5 loops on my hook, including the loop I had from the beginning. And I'm just going to draw the yarn through all 5 loops to close my DC 5 together. And that's the first one of the round there. I'm going to chain 3. And now I'm going to make a popcorn in this chain 1 space. So I'm going to do 4 double crochet in the chain 1 space. And then release the loop from the hook and insert my hook front to back through the first double crochet of those 4. Grab my loop and pull it through to the front to close my popcorn. All right, that closes my popcorn, and then I'm going to chain 3. And now I'm going to do a DC 5 together across these 5 double crochet. And I'm just going to do a regular DC 5 together, just going into each of those stitches. And then I'm going to have 6 loops on my hook because this isn't a beginning one, this is a regular one. So I've got my leading loop as well. And draw the yarn through all 6 loops and then chain 3. And that's going to be my repeat. Chain 3, popcorn in this chain 1 space, chain 3, DC 5 together across these. And I'll show you how that looks when everything's done. Okay, so my round is complete and I've joined with a slip stitch in the beginning DC 5 together. And now I'm going to go ahead and start my next round by making a single crochet in the same stitch as that slip stitch join. So just make a single crochet without chaining up or anything, straight in there. And then I'm going to make 4 single crochet in this chain space here, this chain 3 space. Okay, 4 single crochet, and I'm going to do a picot to get me across this popcorn. So I'm going to chain 3 and slip. Actually, I'm going to make a single crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. There we go, that's my picot. And then I'm going to do 4 single crochet in the next chain space. So here's what we're looking at so far. And then I'm going to do a single crochet in this DC5 together. All right, and that's my repeat. 4 single crochet in the next chain space, a picot to go across my popcorn there, 4 single crochet in the next chain space, and 1 in the DC5 together. 4 and a picot, single crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook, and 4 single crochet, and then 1 in the DC5 together. So that's how our hexagon is going to form with these picots. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go all the way around and show you how. Okay, so here's how my round looks there, laying flat so you can see everything. And I've gone ahead and joined with a slip stitch in the first single crochet, and now I'm going to go ahead and start my next round with another single crochet in that same single that we just joined into, and I'm going to make that into a beginning 2DC cluster. So I've got my single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet, and that's going to be my first 2DC cluster of the round. All right, and then I'm going to chain 2 and 2DC cluster in the same stitch. And then I'm going to chain 1. All right, there we go. 2DC cluster, the beginning one, chain 2, 2DC cluster, chain 1. Now I'm going to skip 2. So I'm going to skip these 2 first single crochet and work into this 3rd one here with a single crochet. And now chain 3. I'm going to skip this single crochet, the picot, and this next single crochet, and go into this 2nd one right here with a single as well. And just push your picot forward to the front. Now I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to work that 2DC cluster corner into skipping 2 stitches into the single crochet that's in the DC5 together. So I'm going to skip 2 singles and go into the next stitch with a 2DC cluster, chain 2, 2DC cluster, and chain 1 and skip 2, and we're into our repeat now. Single crochet in the next stitch, chain 3, skip over this single, the picot, and the next single, and go into the next stitch with another single crochet, chain 1, and just keep going around like that. I'm going to show you this so you can see where everything is, and I'll show you how it looks when it's complete. Okay, so here's how we're looking when it's laying flat, and I haven't actually joined yet. I'm just going to join with a slip stitch into the first 2DC cluster, the beginning 2DC cluster of the round, just like that. And that is I got 2 more rounds left, so that is the 5th round complete. And now I'm going to start my next round by going into this chain space with the beginning double crochet, so single crochet, chain 1, and then in the same chain space I'm going to make a double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. Okay, just like that. So we're going to have, in this corner, we're going to have 2DC, chain 1, 2DC. Right, and that first one is the beginning DC. Okay, so now I'm going to chain 2, and then into my chain 3 space, I'm going to make 3 single crochet, and then chain 2, and just make your corner. So into this chain 2 space of the corner, so you're going to skip this chain 1 space. So into the corner chain 2 space, you're going to make 2 DC, chain 1, 2 DC, and then chain 2. All right, and then you're going to go into your repeat, make 3 single crochet in the chain 3 space, and continue around. And this is how one side looks, so you can see where everything goes. Okay, there we are with our second to last round complete, and I joined with a slip stitch into the first beginning DC of the round, and now I'm just going to make a round of single crochet. So into my next stitch, I'm going to go ahead and start with 1 single crochet, and then 3 single crochet in the corner, chain 1 space. Okay, so 3 singles, and now I'm going to make 2 singles here, 1 and 2, and then 2 in the chain space, 1 in each of these 3 single crochet, 2 in the chain space, and then 1 and 2 in these last 2 double crochet here, and then 3 in my corner chain space. So I'm just going to work across the side like that. I'm going to do 1, 2, and then 2 in the chain space, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2 in the chain space, and 2 in these last 2 double crochet, and then 3 in the corner chain 1 space. All right, so that's how my side looks. Kind of messed that one up there. All right, and then when you work around in this manner, you're going to have 84 single crochet, just so you know. You can count them up and make sure you have the right amount. You're going to have a 3 single crochet corner on each side, and then 11 stitches in between those 3 single crochet corners. All right, so each side's going to have 14, and you're going to have a total of 84. And this is how it looks when your motif is complete. And if you have your rounded corners, that's okay, because your joining is going to sort that right out. And I hope you've enjoyed the Cowslip motif from the 2024 VVCAL. See you in the next one.